Children, in this chapter we studied about angles, polygons, closed figure, open figure, and today in this class we will study about circles. Another basic unit of geometry, circles, and the peculiarities of circles. All of you listen here carefully. You all know this is a circle. Circle is a simple closed figure. This is a simple closed figure. This is a circle. This is the boundary of the circle. This curved line is the boundary of the circle, and the length of boundary, which is a boundary, this curved line is the boundary of the circle. The length of the boundary of the circle is called circumference. Circumference. The length of the boundary of this circle is called circumference. So we studied circle and circumference. This is the circumference. This is the length of the boundary, and this is called a circumference. These are the basic terms of the circle. You all have to understood and by heart this. This is the circumference. Then look here. I draw a point on the center of the circle. Now I draw a ray towards the circumference. I named it as O. This is A. This is the ray A, OA. I draw another ray. This is ray B. You all know that as this is the center of the circle, any points drawn from the center is equal. This is equal to this, because this is the center of the circle, and when I draw any point to anywhere in the circle, all the length of these line segments may be equal. All must be equal. So this fixed point, this point is called center of the circle. This is the center. This fixed point is called the center of the circle. And this line OA, it shows a fixed distance between center and the edge of the circle. From this center and A, this point A, this has a fixed length. This also has a fixed length. So any point drawn from center and edge of the circle is called the radius of the circle. So we studied the length of the boundary is called the circumference. This is the center of the circle. Any line drawn from center to the edge of the circle is called the radius of the circle. That is, OA is the radius of the circle. OB is the radius of the circle. When I draw another ray, if this is a D, OD will be the radius of the circle. Any line drawn from center to the edge is the radius of that circle. Then if this is a circle, this is the center, I draw a line passing from the center, touching the 2 points. Look here. This is center O. I draw a line B See, can be BC, CD or AD, any line, any name you can give, MN or any name you can give. This is the line BC passing through the center, touching the 2 points B and C on the edge of, this is the edge of the circle. This is the edge of the circle. This touches the edge of the circle, and this is called the diameter of the circle. Any line passing through the center, touching the edges of the circle is called, if I extend this radius, it is called the diameter. This is the radius. If I extend this line, it is called a diameter. This is the radius. We all studied this is the radius. If I extend this line, it is called the diameter. Diameter of the circle. So we all know that this is the radius and this length is the diameter. This is the radius, this is the diameter. Any line drawn from center to edge is a radius. This boundary of the circle, length of the boundary is a circumference. So when a line passing through the center touching the 2 edges is called the diameter. So what is diameter? Diameter is double the radius. This is the radius, this is the radius. When 2 radius join together, it becomes the diameter. So I can write diameter equal to double the radius. Double the radius. That is, radius is half the diameter. Diameter, this is radius. The half of the diameter give the radius. This is an equation. This you have to study diameter, radius, center of the circle and circumference. In today's class we studied circumference. This is the length of the boundary of the circle. This is the center of the circle. Any line drawn from center to the edge of the circle is the radius of the circle. When 2 radius joins together, it becomes the diameter. Diameter is double the radius. Diameter is double the radius. Radius is half of the diameter. You have to by heart all these terms. And look this, look here. We all studied this is the diameter, this is the center point, this is the center, this is the diameter. Diameter divides the circle into 2 semi-halves, semicircle. This, look here, this is a semicircle. This is a semicircle. The diameter divides a circle into semicircle. This also you have to understand. Look here. Then another one thing. This B, this C. This is the when diameter divides a circle into 2 halves, 2 semicircles. This B and C are points on the circle. This O is the, this is not 0, this is O. Point O is in the inside of the circle or interior of the circle. Okay, these are the points on the circle and this is a point inside the circle. You got the idea? Circumference, center of the circle, radius, diameter, points on the circle. This is a point inside the circle. So, these are the terms related to circle. You have to know all these terms, study these terms, write the notes. Okay.